scientific community tends to overestimate, right, the progress in the short run and underestimate the progress in the long run. So I would say I don't know when robotics will first be solved, but I do know when robotics will definitely be solved. So here's my back of envelope calculation, right? So let's look back. 2012. 2012 was the year that AlexNet was first introduced. And it was marked as kind of the beginning, right, of the deep learning revolution. And AlexNet was also the first to use large-scale data set like ImageNet and actually train a neural network end-to-end on a GPU, right? It's got multiple kind of ring to it, and it's held as this huge milestone. But does the audience here know how crappy AlexNet was? Right, it was a terrible model. The performance was horrific. So what AlexNet did was object classification. Basically, you have 1,000 different object categories, like cats and dogs and airplanes, right? And then you distinguish, you pick one out of 1,000. That's it, that's what AlexNet, that's the task. And AlexNet's accuracy was 62.5%, which means it gets cat versus dog versus plane wrong more than a third of the time. It's a terrible model, and that was 2012. And fast forward 13 years to today, 2025. What can we do now? We basically passed the Turing Test. We passed the Turing Test, and AlphaFold, right, a deep learning model, is able to win a Nobel Prize. And a couple months ago, the latest large models are able to solve the coding context and also win a gold medal for IMO, right? It only took 13 years to come from AlexNet, confusing dog and cat, to passing the Turing Test. So what if we add another 13 years from now? And technology never progresses in a linear fashion. It always goes exponential. So the progress is just going to pick up as more and more compute, more and more data is coming to the field. So 13 years from now, that will be 2038. And we round it up because PhDs procrastinate. We go 2040. I guarantee you, robotics will be solved by 2040. That we will have a lot of the robots, very likely humanoid because they're able to deploy without any modification, very likely humanoid, hopefully agility. 2040, cross. That's your deadline.
I got it on my calendar now.
That's our deadline. Yeah. Send you a Google invite tonight. 2040, we'll come back to RoboBusiness, right? We'll review this together. And hopefully all of the hosts and everybody, we'll have a lot of robots actually walking around, serving people drink and food, right? So that will for sure happen, 2040.
Well, very good. Well, gentlemen, I want to thank